Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Klein Katapult automatic wire strippers. I've had these strippers for about a year and a half and I've been really pleased with them so far. Let's come on in and take a look at exactly how they work. We have two main things going on here. We have a set of cutter teeth in the front as well as a set of jaws in the back. Here I have a piece of 14 gauge wire and I'll stick that in the slot marked for 14 gauge. And as I squeeze these handles, you'll see that both pieces come down and the cutter teeth score that insulation, and as I squeeze further, it just strips it right off there and we're left with a bare copper wire ready to hook up. One limitation of these is that they only take about a 1-inch bite at a time. If I want to get a little bit bigger bite than that, I can take a bigger bite and then grab onto the end of that insulation with my alignment pliers and pull it on off. Taking another look at these cutter teeth, you'll notice that the first three are 14, 12, and 10 gauge respectively. In my experience, this has been really handy as those are the three most common gauges that I work with, and so it makes it easy to remember which groove I need without having to take a real close look at which number is here. Speaking of numbers, you'll see two sets. You'll see a row along the bottom, which is for solid wire, and a row along the top, which indicates the stranded wire gauge. Stranded wires are, of course, a little bit bigger than solid wire. So looking at the range that this can accommodate, it can go from 8 to 18 gauge solid wire, and from 8, although I think that's a bit aggressive, more like 10, stranded wire, clear up to 22 gauge stranded wire. You can also buy additional replacement blades for this. You can buy replacements for the blades that come in it, but Klein also sells a set of teeth for 16 to 26 gauge, as well as a set for coax cable. So the coax cable set has two holes, a big one for that outer rubber sheath, and then the smaller one will strip that center core of its thick jacket. Another thing that I found while researching this was a stop block sold by Klein that goes on the front side of this cutter tooth and allows you to set the depth to which your wire pokes through so you can get a really consistent strip length every single time. One more thing about this tool that Klein included is a cutter right here in the main action. So say I stripped a wire a little bit too long and I want to trim it down, I can stick it in there and clip it off. Now, it'll only accommodate up to maybe a 10 gauge wire and only a single conductor of that. You're not going to be clipping a big bunch of 10-2 Romex. But if you stripped it a little too long and you need to just trim it off, that's a neat aspect that can keep you from reaching in your bag for a separate tool. That's all for today. Hit subscribe and tap the bell to be notified about future videos, and check out the links in the description where I'll have all this linked up to Amazon. We'll see you next time.